as you have seen, I finished a sweater, and in this video I want to present it to you, but first I need to put it on. Before I even start, it is like 50-50 failure, just in case you are wondering. If you're not a knitter, probably you won't see anything wrong with it. I see, and I'm going to tell you. I have recorded 2 videos in the progress of knitting this sweater. On the screen, the first one, I would say go check it out. And then a second one, this one, if you like, check it out. First things first, I'm going to pop in on the screen over here now information about pattern, which is beautifully written, nothing is wrong with it. The things got interesting with me and this sweater was that I 1. Changed the thickness of the yarn. 2. Size of the knitting needles. 3. My gauge is completely different. And 4th, I picked even bigger size that I would knit for myself because I like loosey-goosey things now. But the first thing over here was that in February there was a hashtag going on. If I check it out, I'll pop it on the screen. There was something that you will do something new for the first time. And I have never knitted a hybrid sweater. You have it in the title, it is a hybrid knitting pattern, which means that I think you have to know straight away how everything will work out for you. So you have to be precise with the pattern and what the pattern says, because first things first, the construction of the sweater is that you pick a size you want to knit the sweater in. You cast on loads of stitches in this area, loads. So you need to know those stitches, that they're proper number for you, and you won't make mistakes, that you don't twist stitches, because you'll be knitting in the round going from the bottom, so center of your chest, up until the neckline. And you know, it's not so easy to say, is this the size you want, or is it too big or too small? Especially after blocking, things go a little bit smoother and relax more, which I like. Now, I followed the pattern per se, but obviously I wanted to have slightly narrow neckline, and in the first video you may have seen that I thought I'm going to rip it off completely, but then I just ripped the neckline that I did the first time, and I just tried something different. And over here it's different, that it pops, that I gathered the creases slightly closer to my shoulders, so you could see that. Probably would be better for someone who is not former swimmer to emphasize shoulders. So if you don't have very squarey like me shoulders, I think in my perspective that just emphasized it, or I could be just sensitive about that area. I don't know. So something to do, something to think of anyway. So I tried to decrease it, and I'm talking about only over here, like in the raglan type thing, and then slightly more when you have a section for the sleeves. So this is what happened, and I wanted to have it oversized. That's why I picked even size bigger than whatever I should pick according to the pattern, because I did my calculations in regards gauge and, you know, changing stuff like that. Maybe I didn't completely fully count it in regards to rounds, but I thought, you know, even if it to be too big, then I won't be adding anything over here. You see that purple? Or if it to be too short, I will just knit around when I be picking up the stitches, and that's also a fun thing when you have loads of stitches that you have to pick up afterwards. No. So you may have noticed that in the second video I had a yoke done, and I had my sleeves done, and I had my body done. Actually, normally I would knit body first and then go to the sleeves, but in this situation I want to have a long sleeves, and normally I would go with a bigger circumference around my arms. I'm so influenced by other people, so long story short, I've knitted before a pattern by Jennifer Steingass on the screen, so you can check it out. I did modifications in regards sleeves to that one. I made them straight and had them kind of 70s vibe that I really like. I gave it to my mom. My mom said to me to wear it for a year and then I can give it to her. I gave it to her and she said she's not really a fan because it's very warm for her, and also that the sleeves don't have like a proper cuff. So because the cold air can get inside that. But I thought with the thickest sweaters that you kind of have, it would be just something that you put over top of something, and not that you'll be putting it on bare skin or anything like that. Although I have it on the bare skin, and this is beautiful. The yarn is I got it again, maybe a vlog of here in the eye, so check it out later on if you're interested. Said when hiking, did some mountain range hike, and I spent time in coffee slash tourist shop slash sweater section slash yarn shop, and I bought some yarn over that. So that's the yarn it's from, and it comes from 200, and it comes in the 200 gram skeins, and beautiful yarn. When it's washed, it gets soft, but when you knit with it, and maybe that in those 2 videos we may see, because this is blocked, it can kind of have a gift paper feeling about it. You know, you don't know if it's going to kind of drape nicely, or is it going to be all the time kind of stiff and you won't be able to do much about it. But no, it's really nice. So if you've ever come to Ireland and you're thinking to get yourself some souvenir, I would recommend this yarn because it's lovely. However, this is a thicker yarn, and any changes with thicker yarn, you have to be spot on, right? So that's what I kind of emphasize, because 3-4 stitches in the fingering weight yarn, if you do difference, or even 5, even probably 6 sometimes, you won't even notice. But if you have that in a bulky yarn, like a thicker yarn like this one, I would classify this as Aran maybe. Yeah, you would. The other thing in regards yoke sweaters is this, that you are wearing actual circle with a hole in the middle, and now every time you move it, so it's not really related to my thing, you know, even if I move it, you see it's like if it was on a hanger because of my decreases, but it would happen exactly the same thing at any stage. If your armpit is lower than it should be, you see, it should be like this, and if I move it and I had nicely smooth, if I had it nicely smooth, you would not notice anything. But because it's lower and I wanted to have it oversized, you know, I need to be aware that, you know, anything lifting will look slightly strange, and then I need to just shake it a little bit and everything will go nicely on its own place. So I like that. I don't know, it was just so kind of, you see me? I haven't changed anything to the length of the sweater, so it's kind of a little bit stretched, and it goes behind my bum, which is perfect, and it could be something that I will just pop in and go to the garden. Although my mom says that my fancy sleeves, which I kind of made in my own, they're not in the pattern, they might be on the way, but I think with my ribbing over here, I can have it nicely. So I don't know, I kind of got into it now. I've been wearing it for a day. You know, you finish something, you put it on, and you don't want to take it out, even if it's not the way it should be, or it should be this way. I don't really know, because I've never knitted oversized yoke sweater before. Well, I did, that one that I mentioned, but it was in a different construction. So let me know, what do you think about it? Do you like oversized yokes? Maybe you do and you have, and does it do the same thing to you? Remember, this is kind of Aran weight sweater, so it's kind of thicker than DK. So we have fingering DK, worsted Aran, and we're going to bulky over here. So, and you may notice that this is kind of brighter white and this is darker white. It's exactly the same name of the color, but I think this one I got earlier and this one I got later. And you know, when you have something dyed, or this is maybe bleached, I'm not sure, then it may come up different way. I don't mind, it kind of gives a shadow in the forest. For me, it's like more a forest than anything else. So now I put the links down below, so check it out for Jennifer's pattern. If you've done some proper knitting, I would say go for it. And definitely tag me, because I would want to see it for sure, how you're getting on with your hybrid sweater. If I could suggest you to go and watch more of my videos, my finished object videos, and maybe some socks giveaways, check my channel, and I hope to see you in the next one for more knitting inspirations. Bye!